Hey guys, welcome back to another video. For today, we are going to be going over some workout footage and just having a really genuine heart-to-heart chit-chat about how my programming is going, how my nutrition is going, also addressing things like body image and the effects of social media. It's been a while since I've done a talk like this, but I feel that my point of view and perspective has changed a little, but some things have also remained the same. So I just wanted to have a nice, transparent chit-chat with you guys and also have some workout footage kind of playing as B-roll in the background so that if you are watching this and you're not just listening to this, you don't get, bored staring at my face the whole time. With that said, hi. As you guys know, I am continuing to make tremendous progress on my programming right now. There have been a few changes. When I first got into this, I really wanted to strictly focus on heavy lifting, getting back to my original PR squat that I got 2 years ago. It was 226 pounds on a squat and 225 deadlift, and I think my bench was like 100 pounds. I honestly don't remember the bench, but I was really about that. I was like, I want to get strong, and that is it. In the past few weeks, I started to recognize that I wasn't really having so much fun lifting the heavy weights. I enjoy lifting heavy to an extent, but once it gets to a point where it's kind of that powerlifting mindset where it's an RP 8, RP 9, I think it once used to really drive me and it once was really fun for me, but it's gotten to a point recently where I don't know that I necessarily care about that feeling anymore. I do want to get strong, I do want to have impressive numbers, but at the same time, I really want to enjoy my time in the gym. So I asked Omar if we could just kind of take a step back because we're pushing the 135 to 140 to 145. I feel like I've talked about this before. Maybe I have. I asked if we could kind of decline that and instead focus on, squatting 135 pounds, but making it a really good 5x5, 5 sets of 5. And so obviously he was like, hey, this is your program. We're gonna do whatever works best for you. But I obviously really trust Omar's opinion. He is incredibly intelligent. I want to make sure that he still felt that it was gonna be optimal for what my goals were. He did say that it was going to be just fine. We've really just focused on, decreasing the weight and really making it just look better, feel better, and I enjoy not being as fatigued by the end of it because honest to God, by the time I finish my squats, I'm like, wait, I have to continue working out. Why? I don't understand. Now I'm actually like really back in a groove of really enjoying my workouts. I was doing them, but I wasn't loving it. And now I am loving it, which is great. I'm definitely in a groove right now. My weight is fluctuating and that is totally fine. I think that relatable. I'm in between 117 to 118 pounds on a pretty much regular basis right now. Again, I would love to see myself back at 115 or even like 112, but I'm trying really hard right now not to focus on the scale because when I do focus on the scale, I get way too in my head. And that's something else that's gonna kind of lead me into this next topic is nutrition. Nutrition and scale and the way your body holds on to water and, the way our diet affects not only our mindset, but also the way our body feels. And I've talked about this a lot with Sarah, the dietitian, Fearless Fig, she's the best. But just on my own account, I noticed that while I was in Toronto, I wasn't necessarily on a meal regimen. I wasn't eating really bad, but I wasn't eating really great. I was just kind of eating when it was available. So I tried to stick to things like salads. I would definitely have a lot of like high protein meals, but I was also staying at a friend's house. So they'd be like, hey, why don't we like watch a movie on Netflix and eat some chocolate bars? And I was like, I'm not gonna say no. What I'm trying to say is the past few weeks I had asked Omar if I could get, nutrition is a slippery slope, okay? The past few weeks, first it started with Omar just being like, eat, be conscious of what you're eating. I know that you know calories well. You can do intuitive eating successfully, but just be conscious of everything that you're eating. So I was like, yeah, no problem, you got it. But then I wasn't being conscious of what I was eating because I recently opened up on social media about the fact that I smoke marijuana. I smoke it at nighttime. It never actually started as a recreational thing. It's always been to help me sleep. But what happens is I'm in my bed by myself. I smoke a little of the stuff, of the ganja, the marijuana, and next thing you know, I've Postmated a king-size pack of Reese's and some baked Flamin' Hot Cheetos and a Gatorade, and I'm slamming down on that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But again, with goals, with weight loss goals, you have to condense the amount. You have to control the amount that you are eating, because I was doing that every day. So when that was happening, and I talked about this back when I was doing my dietitian diaries, I talked about that very openly with Sarah. And so that's when I was like, okay, Omar, let's instead give me a meal plan. I thrive when I have a meal plan. I'm told what to eat. I know that that meal plan is going to perfectly cover the 1600 calories, 1700 calories that I'm gonna need for my cutting phase. Let's just create a meal plan for me. So he sent it to me. I was rocking the boat. I was killing it. However, obviously, as you guys know, Omar is my ex-boyfriend, and when we were dating, he knew everything that I would eat, because he would see like, oh, my favorite thing is I love having bagels with this and da-da-da. So when he created my first meal plan for me ever, it was very much so with his knowledge of me from when he would come to LA. So he was just like, I know that you like these things. I see you eat them. This is what you need to eat, and then throw these things in there. Whereas with this meal plan, it was kind of more of a standard meal plan to follow that was adjusted and calculated for me and what would work for my body. But it was like 300 grams of Greek yogurt. And I was like, I really don't want of non-fat plain Greek yogurt. And I was like, I really don't want to eat that. It was almost like it was too many options. And I know this all just sounds like complete BS, but I'm just being honest with you guys. Like this is all a learning experience. And this is not to say that I wasn't following it. It was more so just my own personal opinion towards it. So yes, I was following the meal plan. Yes, I was doing as I was told, but I was like, this still doesn't feel like it's exactly working for me. Had another call with Omar just yesterday, and he's like, how's everything going? How are you feeling? And I'm like, I feel good, but one, I think that I need to stop tracking macros, because what started happening is I was able to figure out, okay, if I have 1700 calories in this meal plan, and I'd calculate and I'd track all of the things that I would eat in my fitness pal, I'd be like, okay, so this is about 50 grams of fat, 180 grams of carbs, and like 110 grams of protein. I can kind of toy with this on my own and eat what I want. Like it doesn't have to be this meal plan. I figured out the macros, I knew what to do, so I was taking advantage of the macros, and I was kind of going back to like, oh, I could probably fit in some like medium fries from McDonald's, but as long as I eat my salad and my protein, which is true. Again, all of this is true. There's nothing wrong with what I was doing, but knowing myself, knowing the past that I have with eating disorders, knowing that I literally take a medication to help control my OCD because it is really, it's really bad. I was like, probably shouldn't go back down the path of tracking my calories. The point is, there was nothing wrong with what I was doing. I'm just incredibly self-aware. I notice little minute details that maybe others wouldn't notice, and because I do have more knowledge than a complete beginner, I'm aware of how to fuel my body, but I'm also aware of how to beat the system and eat really unhealthy, and not just as a little treating myself thing, as a like, you're not gonna hit your goals because you are taking advantage of the system. The most recent talk that we had was basically going back to the original meal plan that he made for me 2 years ago, because it is still things that I love to eat, and really just honing in and focusing on that. And I deleted my fitness pal. I'm not gonna be tracking calories for now. I'm sure I can go back to it again in the future if I really feel like I need to, or I want to, or if I just need that little extra detail. But right now, no, it is not an option for me. I really just need to focus on doing this in a way that doesn't feel so structured, and I feel like I still have freedom and all of that. That's kind of it when it comes to the nutrition thing. What will kind of lead us into that is also a big part of it with the nutrition was that I also needed to take a step back and realize that I'm also just doing this for me. I'm not doing this for you guys. I'm not doing it for the satisfaction of others. I'm really doing this for me. And I really, really needed to take that step back and acknowledge and recognize that, because the second I started publicly posting again, obviously people's opinions started coming back in. 99.999% very positive, but there's always that 0.0000001 of people who are gonna comment on my video and say, I've never seen this girl make any changes with her body, I've never seen her be strong, I've never seen her be fit. And that gets to you. It gets to you. And it makes you feel like either A, you aren't worthy enough, you aren't valuable enough, or B, you have never actually made physical changes with your body, you've never done anything that you should be proud of, or C, you really stop focusing on why you got into it to begin with and start focusing on how can I make sure that I make these people happy, and that they, not happy, but just impressed. I want them to be impressed with what I'm able to do. And that was another switch for me that happened when I started getting into really tracking my calories and trying to beat the system, but then also, you know, weighing myself every single day and being really upset when my weight was fluctuating, which is completely normal. Insanely, incredibly, completely normal. But I wasn't seeing it that way. I was very much so getting back into kind of a disordered mindset. Again, not nearly on the scale that it once was for me, not nearly on the scale that other people have been through, but I was definitely just picking up those little habits. So anyway, I think these past few weeks have just really been a really big learning lesson for me. Haven't fallen off by any means. I've definitely still been going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, getting my 10,000 steps in a day. I've been eating my meals as I should be, but I've also been allowing myself to enjoy other things, kind of back to that intuitive mindset. MyFitnessPal no longer exists on my phone for now. I'm really self-aware now, and I really just want to make sure that I do this in a way that works for me and I'm able to alleviate any pressure that I have, because the results have been really great and I do feel really good, and I feel the fittest I've felt in the past 2 years, or you know, whenever it is that I completely stopped training. So I feel good. I just want to make sure I keep feeling good and that I continue to do this for the right reason, which should always be for no one else but me. Yeah, I thought it would be nice to just kind of come on here and talk about everything and let you know where my headspace is at. The other thing we discussed is that I'm not gonna weigh myself every day anymore. It's just making me way too crazy. I'm gonna weigh myself once a week. That is it. I get my once a week weigh-in and my once a week progress photos, and that is all we're gonna do. We're just gonna go based off of how I feel. The scale will relatively have an impact, but it's not gonna be, you know, the end all be all of my success and the progress that I have made throughout this journey. And I'm just really excited to see what the next 8 weeks are gonna bring, because if I've already made this progress, I was 125 when I started, so I've lost like 7 or 8 pounds already. I can't wait to see what the next 8 weeks bring. I'm really taking this at my pace. I don't have a specific end date in mind. I would like it to be done around my birthday, which is July 23rd, so about 8 weeks from now. But if it's a week before, if it's a week after, I don't care. I just want to know that by the time I'm done, I'm happy with the results. I know that I worked hard and I'm ready to continue to lead this active lifestyle. That's pretty much everything that I wanted to make sure I addressed with you guys. I will still be doing these updates. I'm gonna continue to do, you know, what I eat in a day. I'll continue to have Sarah on. I think all these things are really packed with good information or just good experiences to be shared. And I wanna continue to be transparent and open with you guys, and also hopefully help you guys maybe get over some of your own things, or if you feel like you have been going through something similar, just know that it's relatable. I've been there too, we've all been there, and we're all just trying to figure it out. That is gonna be it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, throw this video a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I have a new upload schedule. Check out the YouTube banner on my channel if you wanna know exactly what my upload schedule is for this month and hopefully kind of going forward, but this is the schedule that I wanna take, and I've been wanting to do this for a while. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Besitos, bye.